A girl, a bloom so fair.
West Indians like to relocate.
See him blush when we go to a counter and then female attendants forget me.
Our guest poet this evening is none other than Lisa Dublin. Lisa is a St. Lucian performance poet, author, and entrepreneur based in Edmonton, Alberta, where she lives with her husband and 3 sons. Her creative outputs include performance poetry, prose, and video blogging, particularly through her popular series, Basement Chronicles, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. This 3-minute vlog aims to inspire viewers to pursue their dreams and embrace their authenticity. Lisa's work often explores themes at the intersection of race and Christianity, womanhood, love, and relationships, and the pursuit of personal authenticity. She encourages her audience to persevere and remain true to themselves. She holds an MBA from the Australian Institute of Business and an MA in Literatures in English from the University of Alberta. Her undergraduate degree, first-class honors of course, in English literature and Spanish, was obtained from the University of the West Indies in Trinidad. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Lisa Dublin.
They think I'm trying to be elitist and exclusive. One time, a woman even told me she felt attacked. She felt like I did not know how hard it was to get a man. I turned around and I told her, baby, if only you knew how hard it was to keep the man you have. Let me tell you, a man can get into your head. A man can wreck you, keep you up at night wondering how to escape on the next flight. But don't get me wrong, sometimes you can find a good man, one who will stay by your side and love you all he can. My man, he is more on the nice side, on the quiet side. I like him, he can stand me, but he's a man all the same. See him blush when we go to a counter and then female attendants forget me. Making sticky eyes for him, sending subliminal messages like they forget like I too am a woman. And one time, we went to sweet Jamaica when we were newlyweds. A woman seen nothing to do but to ask me if she could rub his cute bald head. Plea was, hand me the wife with the shiny new rings. Sure, why not? And you know what she did? She looked straight at me and she indulged her fantasy. And you know what he did? Not a thing. He looked like the cat that caught the cream. All I have to say 20 years later is, let the woman ask me again. Let the heifer try again. So you see, marriage is not for the faint-hearted. Marriage is not for the meek. Marriage is for the warrior woman, for the praying woman, for the territorial woman, for the selfish woman. Wife is a full-time definition. Careful before you take on that addition. You will have to be leader and follower, peacemaker and investigator. Which is why, one day, one random day, a text came on his phone from a woman. Because nice don't mean dotish and quiet don't mean innocent. Still waters run deep, and where there's smoke, there's usually a woman. Sister friend wanted to know how his day was going. She was just sending him a big hello. Hello? You don't have pets, you don't have friends, what you texting my man for? But I hear you, that's just a text, Lisa, that's just a text, that's nothing, you too insecure. What? You don't know about us women. When we want you, we go all out to get you. We send a text and play innocent. By the time you check yourself, you're done in a predicament. We light years ahead of you, we have your brain in a tizzy. By the time you check yourself, your head done dizzy. So no, a text is not always a text. Sometimes a text can lead to... But before I tell you what I came to tell you today about how I learned to fight like a wife, before I give you the strategy for the side chick, the almost chick, the secretary that thinks she's the missus, your BFF dressing sexier than you in your own home, I have to marvel at these men called husbands. They have us, yes, they have us. At least he had me. One text and I was a mess. All fall down, cannot run, off routine, start to think, I'm too strong. Save others, cannot save mine. I felt helpless, like I was losing my man. And it made me think about all of these women who experienced the worst of this tribe called men. Betrayal for breakfast, adultery for lunch, insults for dinner, and cold sex for dessert. Rinse and repeat, reapply your makeup. At least you got married, you can't expect better. And what about the scorned wife, and the beat-up wife, and the dependent wife who has no choice but to return to the abuser because he is healer, priest, and provider? Rinse and repeat, reapply your makeup. At least you got married. You can't expect better. But there's another kind of wife who is quick to quit. She makes her own money and she don't take shit. Women like that, they have their piece on the side. They're large and in charge, but their love has died. They don't take it, they do not enjoy it, they walk the hell out and don't regret it. I get why they leave. I get why it hurts. You save the whole world, but you drain your own soul. You give up your money and you give up your time. You give up reputation and you give up your pride. They don't take it. They do not enjoy it. They walk the hell out and don't regret it. But me, I'm a simple girl. I want who I want and I want who I have. But me, I'm a selfish girl. My husband is mine, and I am his. But me, I'm a daddy's girl. My father's a king. And when I ask, I win. So I cried, Daddy. God said, what? I said, help us. He said, come. And he said, marriage is not a contract. It is a thing supernatural, and you dare not fight for it with a weapon that is carnal. He said, don't bother fight him. Don't bother call her. The enemy is not a woman. The problem is not your husband. The enemy is separation, to hasten your distraction, because there's power in the union of a wife and a husband. And he showed me the eagle and how it fights a snake. And he said that was the strategy that I was to take. You see, when the snake attacks the eagle does not fight the snake on the ground where it is powerful, wise, and deadly. No. The eagle grabs the snake and flings it in the air where it has no power, no stamina, and no balance. God said, take the fight to the air. Take it up in prayer. It sounds strange, I know. It's not very intellectual, except that if you don't pray, your fight is ineffectual. You'll have the ring and no king, the house and no home, the name and no flame, the title but not entitled. Prayer takes you where the side chick can't follow because you have certain rights that she can't borrow. He doesn't love you, you say, I've got to let him go, except that in a covenant, there's no word called no. You're a wife, you're a warrior, you're a wife, you're an easer, you're a wife, you're a changer, you're a wife, you're a keeper. Worship is your warfare, and praise is your victory. Prayer is your trump card, and dance is your currency. God said dance. I said dance. God said yes. I said why? He said try. I said why? He said nice words won't solve this. And lingerie can't break this. Find my iPhone won't track him to Becky with the good hair. Insults won't fix it. Tit for tat won't solve it. No sex might drive him to Megan with the nice lips. Dance gives you access and dance gives you favor. Dance is a weapon. It's an open court session. He said dance like a wife before me, fight like a wife before me, wail like a wife before me, dance. He said pray like a wife before me, groan like a wife before me, fight like a wife before me, pray. He said love like a wife before me, give like a wife before me, serve like a wife before me, love. He said wait like a wife before me, hope like a wife before me, dream like a wife before me, hope. And then he turned me back to my love, the man that I love in spite of. And he said, walk like a wife before him, speak like a wife to him, respect like the wife that he needs. Then his heart will be open to you, eyes will be only for you, life he will lay down for you. When? I am his, and he is mine. And this is a grown woman poem. It no longer needs a rhyme.